So hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. Today will be the 3-year anniversary stream and I decided to do 2 games today, one of which will be Passpartout, which I played roughly 3 years ago originally and I quite enjoyed it. It's a game where you can paint stuff and I figured why not do a painting stream for the anniversary, since I don't usually do any art streams. And after we are done with the Passpartout, I'm gonna switch to the Jigsaw game that I've been playing for a Christmas special as well. But this time I'm gonna be doing Jigsaws related to the channel in some way, which I think would be also quite fun as a community game sort of thing. So that's the plan for today. 2 games to celebrate the 3-year milestone. And also kind of another milestone that happened just this week. I hit on YouTube 200 subscribers, which is pretty cool. And I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, we are also almost at 400 followers on Twitch, so I'm pretty excited for that as well. Yeah, that's the plan for today. Also, hello there, Mr. Jack the Demon. Hello. Thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary wishes. And also, hello, Kepo. Thank you for the affiliate wishes as well. Let's go. But yeah, I don't know how long the stream will be, but I'm planning to do roughly 2 hours in the Passpartout and then roughly 2 hours in the Jigsaws. With like a 600 piece jigsaw probably, or something along those lines. I think that could work out into the 2 hours roughly, so 4 hours in total, we will see. But I am definitely excited. And also, Mr. Jack the Demon, let me give you a shout out. Since you do be a fellow streamer, there we go. And without further ado, let's switch to the Passpartout. Holy moly, thank you so much for the sub. Holy moly.
Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you. Also, hello there, One House. Hello. Thank you for the wishes. Holy moly. Thank you, Jack the Demon, for the gift sub. I didn't expect any gift subs, but holy moly, thank you. And I guess we can do the endless mode because we already beat the career mode 3 years ago. I'm gonna wear a red hat though, because might as well switch it up a little bit. And a red do be kind of the color of the channel, I would say. I don't actually know what the endless mode entails, but let's go try right here with this lady and see what happens. By the way, Nishi wishes you a great stream and a happy anniversary as well. He's sleeping at the moment because of freaking time zones. I see. That is understandable. Thank you, Nishi. I don't know if you will ever hear this, but thank you. I like the music in this location. But yeah, I don't know if we need to worry about endless mode in Com. We are starting at 250. So I'm not sure, we will see. I should probably do the first painting something small so that we can make sure we are sort of in the clear in terms of finances. But I think the first thing that I wanna draw is the talking cookie. Because the talking cookie has been on this channel basically since the very beginning. So I think it would be quite fitting to start with him. I don't know how well I will do, but I'm gonna try. Gonna do like a simple hands. Something like this. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I have a plan. You will let him know, no worries. I shall keep you company all the way through. Alrighty, thank you very much. It is indeed appreciated. I'm gonna take this. What's with that ticking noise? Let's see how this will end up looking. The reason why I used the spray at the beginning was to kind of give it the effect of it like bleeding through into the canvas, you know. I don't know if that's actually good, but we will see. I don't know why I gave him a little armpit. Oh my gosh, that one didn't work out. Let me quickly fix that. That's alright. I made an oopsie. We can easily fix it though. I'm gonna try my best to actually do some good paintings. But who knows how it will go. I do have pretty shaky hands. So drawing with mouse is kind of difficult. Which is specifically why I'm not using the usual brush, but I'm using the tool that's doing like the slow movement towards your cursor, because that way I can be more precise. There we go, the silhouette is finished. I want to see your amazing art. Hit me with it, Bob Ross. Alrighty, alrighty. I think the eyes on the talking cookie are basically black, so I'm gonna do 2 black dots. And as for the mouth does have slightly darker color, but because I don't really have that particular color here, I'm gonna use this one. It's a really big mouth. That's not comic book accurate mouth at all. I'm not happy with the mouth. Let me fix that. Delete this one. I'm gonna try again. Maybe let's try making it black, maybe. That could work. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Wait, I'm gonna do something like this. And then I'm gonna use this color to make like the border of the mount. I think that could work. Also, hello there, Demaru. Thank you for the affiliate wishes. I hope you are doing well, everyone. It's nice to see you. Oh my gosh, that's the worst mouth I have ever seen. That's alright, we can kind of fix it a little bit. There we go, that works, and I think that's gonna be it. I forgot the ears, but we can do those real quick. I just need to do something like this. And then take the red and do... They are kind of pointy, so I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I forgot about the ears, to be honest. But this right here is the talking cookie for sure. Very simple, but it will do. Talking cookie, let's go. Our very first art piece. Also, hello there, Lillian. Hello, hello. Thank you for the affiliate wishes. This fella has no energy. What do you mean? He's so energetic, he has the hands up in the air. What the heck? A waste of good paint. You are a waste of my space. Get the freak out of here. Holy moly. Look at his hands. He looks like freaking Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. Ain't no way. And he's insulting my freaking art. Alright, the next thing I'm gonna draw, since... Let me check chat history. Yeah, Mr. Jack the Demon was here first, so I'm gonna actually draw Mr. Jack the Demon. I should probably pull out a reference picture though, because I have a terrible memory. And I don't wanna mess up some colors or something. Let me take a snipping tool from Windows. Let me take a screenshot. There we go. Mr. Jack the Demon, by the way, has the cutest haircut I have ever seen. I will definitely not do it justice, but I'm gonna try my best. But yeah, I love Mr. Jack the Demon's haircut. Sadly, this shade of color there really isn't. The closest thing I have is this. So I'm gonna do something like this. And then I'm gonna do over it a little bit of the spray. That will be the base for the haircut, I think. Man, nobody likes my talking cookie, ain't no way. Holy moly. I think that actually came out well. Then the skin color. Is gonna be hard. Why are you painting without passion? Yo, these guys absolutely destroy my confidence. What can you do? What can you do? How should I approach this? I think what I'm gonna do... Wait. I'm gonna do like a... I'm trying to like recreate the profile picture but slightly different. I think I'm gonna do something like this. Do you see yourself in this painting, Mr. Jack the Demon? Trying my best. I think that actually kind of works. I made your face kind of elongated, but I think that actually will fit the vibe. This will be probably very bright, but I think it will fit. There we go. You do see it maybe because I'm high. Holy moly. I think the eyes will be beautiful too. Well, only one eye, but still. I think that works. There is a freaking ghost. What the heck? We have a ghost in our midst. Little eyebrows. Now the glowing, slightly thicker eye. It's because your model have a ghost on it. I summoned the ghost with this painting, that's for sure. I'm not gonna really do close, but I will. Wait, painting black on black is invisible, I just realized. I need to make your colors... Actually, I could do... something like this. I'm giving you very broad shoulders. But I think it works. I think the hardest part of this piece will be the mouth. But I think I know what I wanna do. I wanna do like a... little smile like this, and then I'm gonna do the... from side to side in the middle. There we go. I don't know how I'm gonna approach the nose, but I think with the nose I'm just gonna do something like that. I think that kind of works. How is my art? I think this kind of works. I'm not sure how to approach the rest of the clothing. But you know what? How about I do something like this? Now I know what you will say. This doesn't look like my clothing, but I have a plan. Because now I'm gonna use the spray can to darken it. So it has like shades of different colors in it. That kind of works. Maybe. I'm gonna improve it even further by doing...
Do not attempt to open the doors until the train has come
Also,
to a
hello there,
complete halt
William
at the
Dialer.
station
Hello.
platform.
Thank you for the sweet
In the
prize.
event of an emergency, passengers are to remain seated and await further instruction.
Gonna redo the clothing border. Made it slightly thicker than last time. And I'm actually gonna do like a thingy right there and thingy right there. That kind of works. There we go. I think that's a masterpiece right there. Let's put it on my wall. Let's go with Mr. Jack the Demon. That right there is a masterpiece. Holy moly, this is dizzying. It sure is. The sweeping riders, especially when upside down, are quite something. The NPCs don't like my paintings, but what can you do? Okay, the next person in the chat was Kepo, so my next art piece will be a turtle. Which means I'm gonna make a blue background. Thank you for the fish. It sure is fishy around here. The NPCs don't have taste, that's why. Holy moly. They hate me. I don't remember from memory how turtles look, but I'm gonna do like a top-down view type of thing.
No.
Something like this. I know it doesn't look like a turtle right away, but I'm gonna improve it. I'm gonna improve it because I'm gonna take black and I'm gonna do these like shadows essentially around the hands. Just to make them more pop out, like they look like they are going from inside of the thing. I wish my hands weren't so shaky, but I think that works, and I'm gonna do same thing with the head. Holy moly, that looks acceptable. I don't remember from memory what the face looks like. So I'm just gonna do one of those. Oh, that's a turtle right there. Holy moly. I'm gonna make this... Well, give me a second. I'm gonna increase the paintbrush. I think the head deserves to have a little darker thingy. There we go. That looks pretty good. I actually like that maybe more than what I did on the hands. So how about I do it everywhere? Slightly thicker colors. I think that's a turtle right there. But you know what this turtle needs? It needs a little freaking head. Look at this turtle, holy moly. That is indeed a turtle. I'm also gonna do... some sort of a design on the head. It's a dice head, let's go. That's a turtle right there. I'm gonna put it right here. And I'm gonna name it Kepo. Kepo me kalat. I don't know how to pronounce it, but there you go. That's Kepo right there. Okay, let me look who was the third person in the chat. It was Vaughn. It was Vaughn. Let me take a reference pic of Vaughn. Because I don't remember from memory all the colors and such. I think one will be difficult to draw, but we will see. I'm gonna try my best. So I don't know why the music stops whenever I click out of the thingy, but it's alright. Nobody wants my paintings. I'm gonna have a full wall soon. Alright. Let's do this. I think this is a pretty good background color. Also, hello there, Vonix. This is a pretty good background color. I think the hair will be best if I draw it after the face. I think this is the most accurate skin color based on this selection. So I'm gonna do like the shape of the head. Kind of. One has a very beautiful head shape. I hope I can capture it correctly. This doesn't look like one, but I'm gonna make it work. I think we should also do the neck. Wait. I think that will work. I think that will work. I think it should work. Okay, I'm gonna do... I forgot to switch to this tool. Let me do... wait. That's the wrong color. Oh my god. I'm ruining this. I think it will work. I changed my mind. Let's do it differently. I'm gonna do... Everyone hates my paintings. Ain't no way. I'm gonna do like a shape. Like a tiny shape. Then I'm gonna do tinier shape over here. Now let's do bigger shape. There we go. You know what? You will be slightly elongated, but I think it's gonna come out better than what I'm doing. There we go. That's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. I think this will be good. Let's go. Oh, that's a one right there. That is a one right there. I think the easiest thing to draw right now would be the mouth. This is pinker than I expected, but... I don't wanna go to red. I think red is too much. Holy moly. I can hear this painting say girl, you know? That's for sure. I can hear this painting talk. I think the nose will be difficult. I'm gonna do like something like this. Okay, that's an arrow, that's not a nose. But I think it works. This is girl energy, let's go. I think this works. I think this works. I'm gonna have a hard time with the eyes though. You know what? The eyes actually worked out. I don't think I have the correct eye color anywhere in here. At least based on the reference picture that I took. That works. I'm gonna have to fix the outline. Yeah, that works, that works. The harder thing will be doing like... One has kind of thick eyebrows, so I'm gonna have to do... Those are really thick. I think I made one look very angry. That's a very angry look. Holy moly. Let's also do this. I think that works. I'm also gonna do something experimental because I'm gonna tap and I'm gonna tap to just give it slightly more in the cheeks. The expression fits so well. Holy moly. I think the hardest thing will be the hair. And you know what? I know Vaughn doesn't have brown, but I kind of wanna make it pop in comparison to the rest of the thingy, so I'm just gonna do something like this. You know what, Vaughn? I think this will work. I kind of made you look like Jesus with this color pick, but I think it kind of works. I can improve it further by doing slightly less thick lines through it. Actually, that's a good idea. Let me just color this like this. I think that's gonna look slightly better maybe. the luscious hair of Vaughn. Then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna do something like that. To make it look like hair truly. Holy moly, this is my artistic expression of not Vaughn the VTuber, but the inner Vaughn. This is the inner Vaughn. Something like that. I think it didn't came out too bad. I think this actually works. I hope one of these people actually likes it. So far, nobody bought anything. I made 4 paintings and nobody bought anything. They absolutely hate me, holy moly. Inner girl indeed. Okay, the next person that showed up in the chat was... Let me see, Lillian and Demaru. Why people don't buy the turtle painting is beyond me. I don't know, they just hate me because I'm the expressionist Patel. So I'm gonna draw Lily. Next, I'm gonna have to take another reference pic. I think the game stops music because the game freezes whenever I click outside of it. Holy moly, there is so many Lily and Violettas on Google Images, and neither of them is the picture I'm looking for. Ain't no way. Okay, I'm just gonna screenshot one of my thumbnails. That should work. The Glass Collab episode 9. That should be a good reference. Alrighty then. Let's start by making a blood red background. A very glowy blood. But I think it works. Then we will do this shape, which will be the color of the hoodie, but also the color of the headphones. I think something went wrong. Let me do... Wait. That's the wrong color. Oh my god, I'm ruining it already. Let me start over. Okay. Headphones and then hoodie. That's a good silhouette right there, I would say. Reminds me of those old school early 2000s stick figures. For sure. The headphones have a bump, so I'm gonna do like this. And now this. I think that works. Maybe slightly more. There we go. What does this remind me of? This silhouette reminds me of something. cannot put my finger on it though. Then this will be the hair color. Which we need to make sure doesn't cover the headphones. Something like that. I think that works. Then for the skin color, I'm gonna go maybe with white. Because that's gonna make the eyes and such pop more. I'm gonna adjust the hair afterwards as well. Holy moly, thank you the King of Bell for the raid. Holy moly, holy moly. Thank you for raiding in. How did the Earth Defense Force go? Did you defend the Earth or are we cooked? Are we cooked? That's the neck. I know this doesn't look right at the moment, but I'm gonna fix it. I have a plan. I'll do something like this. I know your hair is not this long. But I think it kind of works. It's like that famous painting, The Scream. Except it's like a slender man with a thick pillow on his head and then some headphones on top of that. That's what this gives me right now. But I think I'm gonna turn this into Lily for sure. We might be a little freaked up, but we will fix it with the gank on Friday. Holy moly. Yeah, the Scream, that's the painting, for sure. I can see your vision, Biscuit. Turning Slenderman into Lillian. It's the only way. I think the hardest thing about this will be making it seem like there is more hair. That looks terrible. Looks terrible. Let me try doing maybe thicker strands. That looks slightly better. Something like that. Then I'm gonna make one like go this way, and I'm gonna make one go this way, which actually works in my favor because this is sort of where the head ends. Yeah, I think that works. That works. I think this is a good Lillian representation. Maybe slightly less. Maybe slightly less in the hoodie, but I think that looks slightly better. It's a bit too sharp though with the rest of the image, so I'm gonna make it less sharp. There we go. I'm gonna try to do similar thing with these parts. That actually works. Okay, okay. I think we are getting there. I should also make... I wish I had some other shade of black. Because I wanna make like the arms. But if I do it with this, it's gonna clash with the hair. And if I choose any other color, it's gonna look weird. So I don't know how to do it. Maybe what I could... Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna use brown. And then I'm gonna spray the brown down with the spray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It needs a proper blast. There we go. So you can kind of see where the arms are, but the color isn't too visible. I think that works. I think eyes will be difficult. Let me think what I wanna do with the eyes. I think I'm gonna use... Lillian has very circular eyes. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I think that kind of works. Then I'm gonna make the circle slightly smaller. I think that works. And then I'm gonna pick this color and gonna make it even smaller. Oh no! I made it a lazy eye by accident. Okay, I need to fix that. I'm just gonna make this eye from scratch, that's alright. Is the right size? No. Seems like the endless mode doesn't have money to worry about, so we should be fine. At least I hope. I wish there was a number on the slider so that you can have the exact size you need. Instead of like guessing it. Why cannot I hit this size correctly? That's the wrong color. That's a wrong color. You know what? That's alright. It's not alright. It's not alright. I don't like the different sizes. I'm gonna have to do both eyes again to make sure they are the correct size. I have to do something like this. Then I'm gonna lower it and gonna make it like this. And I'm gonna take this darker one. He be looking to the side. She just witnessed pot of greed somewhere down here, so she looks at the pot of greed. It's the only way. But also, I'm gonna make a black Is this Lillian? I cannot tell if this is Lillian. I think what it needs is a little shine. Oh my gosh, that actually looks really good. I even surprised myself. If you zoom in on the eyes, they look like eyes. I'm actually surprised. Okay, let's do the mouth. Once again, we have to pickle that there is not enough colors. The closest I can do is probably this one. I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know about this one, guys. Maybe this color. I don't know about this one either. I don't think any of these actually fit the vibe. That one, you cannot even see that one. That one is too weak color. Nobody is buying my paintings though, that's for sure. You know what? I'm just gonna use black. Why not? Ugh. I think that works. I'm trying to think, but yeah, I think this works. This is as far as my art skills go. I don't think I can do anything else, except maybe a nose. It's hardly there, you can hardly see it, but it's there. I think this works. That is Lillian right there. He kind of looks like Slenderman, but it do be Lillian. And I am out of room because nobody is buying my paintings. Maybe I can fit one over here, but I don't think so. I think you have only room for 5 paintings. So that's kind of an issue. Who should I draw next? Let me check history once again. I think Demaru is next. Demaru, you are not a VTuber, so I have no idea what to draw. What should I do for Demaru? Let me think. You can skip me. Nah, I would never skip Demaru. You know what? I'm gonna interpret your Twitch chat color for green. So the background will be green. And in your honor, I'm gonna make something you and I can relate to. You are probably wondering what that is. Let me Google it because I don't remember how it looks from a memory. Holy moly, this will be difficult. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, back to the music. In honor of Demaru, I'm gonna draw something and you can guess what it is. You will never guess though, you will never guess. Ain't no way you could guess this. What could this be? What could this be? It is quite the mystery. Holy moly, Keppo. How did Keppo guess it immediately? I only did 2 lines. Ain't no way. But yeah, it's gonna be the good old Hornet, and that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I can hear this picture being like, sure. Adido, sure. Look at her go. It's done. This was the quickest painting ever. Did good, indeed, indeed. Now what do I do though? It's basically done. I could, I guess, make a needle for her, but there is no room for that. This is my best painting I made today, and it was the quickest one. But because nobody bought anything, I cannot put it up on the wall. That is quite the pickle. What do we do now? I need someone to buy something, but they hate me. Oh my god. I prefer real art. Art should be done with precision and intent. They are absolutely roasting me over there. I haven't played this game in 3 years and everyone hates me for it suddenly. I see a lot of wasted paint. What do I do? I guess I could remove the talking cookie. The talking cookie has been there the longest. Let's replace it with Shaw. Gonna call this one Demaru. Maybe they will buy Demaru. That would be nice. Oh my god, 4,306. $4,677. I am rich. Demaru just sold for the highest price ever. Holy moly. Finally, artist gets paid. Okay, after Demaru came, then there was, let me see the chat history. The King of Bell. The King of Bell is next. Let me see if I can paint the King of Bell. Also, I think I clicked the wrong button just now. I hope that's fine. Probably broke something. Let me see, the King of Bell. I'm gonna put this into Google Pictures and see if it gives me anything. The Google images give me an actual kettlebell. The King of Bell, according to Google, is a kettlebell. The more you know. I am so shocked. King of Bell. Bell robbing wards. Chinese version toilet. What the heck is Google smoking? Gonna have to Google this on... Holy moly. Let me just check if I can get some emote reference or something. I'm gonna have to open up this. There we go. We finally are getting somewhere. Oh, the King of Bell, I keep forgetting. You have the best picture I ever seen. As one of your emotes, which is the Biden blast. So in your honor, I'm gonna try to paint Biden blast. How about that? That emote is absolute peak. Let's start with a blue background. Then I'm gonna do the white explosion of the Biden blast. Actually, no, we need to do like this shade of blue over here. And then we do this. That's the Biden blast right there. Now I need to paint the actual Joe. I don't know since when is Joe brown, but that's the color I picked. I should have drawn the hand first, I just realized. You know what? Let's start over. The first thing I'm gonna draw is his outfit. Then I'm gonna make his head over here. And then there is his finger, which goes into the hand. That looks promising right there. Make this finger longer. That actually looks like a Biden blast right now. Then I need to do the thingy. Then I need to do this thingy. Perfect. And then, because the Biden blast is so powerful, I need to make something like that. That's pretty good. Now we know there is a little bit of gray. So let me do that for the haircut. That works, that works. The most difficult part is arguably the face. Because the face in the Biden blast is kind of painful, so let's do... That looks like the wrong president, to be honest. Let me try to mouth adjust. I think the nose is perfect, and I also think making the eyes would be nice. Something like that. That works. He looks like he has gothic makeup equipped, but you know what? That's fine. That's Joe Biden right there. Let me make the nose slightly less... Something like that, yeah, that works. I mean, it's good enough, I think, for a Biden blast. Maybe I can do like a line. Yeah, that works, okay. That is peak right there. The King of Bell. Please tell me someone will actually come and buy. Or I'm gonna be really, really lacking space once again. Okay, who was the next person that came? As I am scrolling the chat, it's scrolling the brush in the game. That's kind of funny. I think that's everyone. We still have to draw... maybe Vonix, but I already did the talking cookie. So, in honor of Vonix, I'm gonna draw the Tardis from Doctor Who. How about that? I do need to take a reference pic though, because I don't remember it from memory. Tardis, there we go. My favorite piece of sci-fi television. For those of you that don't know, I am a huge fan of Doctor Who. So yeah, let's make a Tardis. Let's make a Tardis. I think I have the perfect color for it. Oh my god, it's perfect. I just wish it was straight. Unlike me. Okay, that works. I think that works. That's the Tardis. I'm gonna make a deconstructed Tardis. Because I think that would work the best. Now it looks like the ghost from Pac-Man when you eat the big dot and they turn blue. The light. Gonna do This. They are still not buying my stuff. It's not good. That means we will have to end Passpartout early because we will be jumping into the Jigsaws instead. Why not? I am bad at drawing, clearly. I tried my best. But sometimes it's not enough. There is also this line on the Tardis. There is this line in the middle, which is the door. The heavily deconstructed Tardis right here. I am messing up this Tardis design. Oh well, we cannot save it. It is beyond repair. But the Big Lee has come. Hello Big Lee. Since you are here, I'm gonna draw you next. How about that? Let me pull out your profile picture so that I have a reference. It's a very tiny profile picture because I'm taking it from the chat directly, but it will work. I'm gonna paint you like one of the French girls. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do... For you, I'm gonna use a gray background. The most defining feature is definitely the outline, so I'm gonna start by doing an outline of sorts. Okay, that is the Big Lee right here. This will become the Big Lee. This will become the Big Lee. I don't know how quickly it will happen, but it will happen. Because this is the outline already finished. Look at that. Currently the outline also reminds me of Mona Lisa. A little bit. It's pretty nice. Now it looks like a horror movie slasher of some kind. But that's alright. We will make you. I'm gonna make this. Like a heavily deconstructed the Big Lee, but it is Big Lee. Now for the face, I'm gonna have to be more precise here. Oh, whoops. That's alright, we can erase this with precision. That's gonna be the skin color right there. Nobody is buying my art. It's the Bada book. Oh my god, let's go. Kind of works. Okay, I'm gonna make the eyes closed but sort of happy looking. I'm gonna make the mouth. That's the wrong mouth. Gonna make the mouth smiling. Now that's the Big Lee right there. But also Big Lee is wearing glasses, so I'm gonna have to do the glasses first, I think. I know this doesn't look like glasses, but trust me, it will be looking like it. I actually have a different plan. I'm gonna make black circles, which will be the outline of the glasses. Then into the black circles, I'm gonna make the glass color. And then I'm gonna make the eyes underneath. You look so freaking happy in this picture. Now the next part will be perhaps the most difficult one. Let's start by making hair strands. It looks like hair strands, and now across those hair strands I'm gonna be attaching the iconic look that the Big Lee is known for. The very unique that I haven't seen anywhere else, and it looks like it could work like this. I think that works. Sadly, I cannot put it up for sale because people are still refusing to buy my stuff. This guy just said that the turtle is appalling. Can you believe this? Ruined a good canvas, ain't no way. They absolutely hate me. Oh, if you click on the wrecking ball, it actually makes a sound. That's cool. Well, at least we managed to sell one painting. We did make lots of money. But I think that's gonna be it for the Passpartout. It was fun revisiting this game. We painted a bunch, but now it's time to do some jigsaws. So let me go back into the main menu. That was weird, it was like pink for a little bit. And let's quit out of it. So I'm gonna take roughly a 10-minute break and I'm gonna set up the Jigsaws game and then we will play some Jigsaws which will be available for everyone to join as well. Oh, you have wings? Yes, I do. I had these for quite some time. Sadly, I cannot fly. They revoked my flying license. But yeah, I'm gonna take a BRB and then we will do Jigsaws. So please stay tuned. I'm just gonna set it up. Alrighty, I am back. Hello everyone. I got everything ready, I hope. I loaded the puzzle and I saved it at 0% to avoid the lag. So hopefully it's gonna work. I also picked out, because the Jigsaws game doesn't have music, I picked out some background music that we will be listening to, which you will hear momentarily, but first things first, let me make the usual pinned message for this. So to join the Jigsaws, download Jigsaws for free on Steam, and then open this link. That could work. I'm gonna load up the puzzle. Now I'm gonna switch over there. There we go. Also, let me check what messages did I miss. I also took a good month to spot the wings. Holy moly. This background music, it definitely do be quite the background music, that's for sure. You should now see the game. There we go, it took a while. Then let's do the music, for which I'm gonna capture this right here. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. Should be relatively good. It's also gonna get lowered whenever I speak, so hopefully it should be fine like this. This is, by the way, music from the channel called White Bat Audio. They also did my intro music that I use on every stream. So pretty good. And also I think one of the redeems uses their music as well. They are like this copyright free music maker that has a lot of metal music. So let's go. Here is the invite. Let me pin the message. There we go. So Lillian saying, I got a stream, but I will be lurking in the background. Alrighty, Lillian, thank you for the lurk. And I guess we are ready. I'm gonna wait for someone to join before I begin. It's a 576 piece puzzle, so hopefully it's working. I need to make sure the link is correct. So far, it doesn't seem like anyone is joining. Did I do it wrong? Did I get the wrong link? Hold on. Okay. Okay, it's working. Let's go. That's the confirmation I needed. Alrighty, well, let's get into it. This will be a slightly more difficult puzzle than what we did during the Christmas stream and such, but I think it's gonna be quite nice once it's finished. I'm gonna put all the side border pieces over here in hopes that we can assemble the frame, kind of. But yeah, I think some of you might recognize what this picture is already. It's going to be the one that I commissioned roughly a year ago for my 2-year anniversary. I decided to reuse it for the 3-year anniversary because I don't really have money at the moment to commission a new one. So I figured, why not? We didn't do any jigsaws with this picture, so might as well. But if I do jigsaws again next year, I'm gonna probably commission something new for it. We will see. Either way though, 576 pieces, that's probably gonna take a while. Especially when most of the background color is this color specifically. You are going to join too the moment I find time. Alrighty, alrighty. Help would be greatly appreciated. Because this one will be probably quite the challenge. This music goes hard though, holy moly. It's gonna be hard to assemble jigsaws when you need to headbang during it, but what can you do? Holy moly. Do you hear that guitar? Holy moly, holy moly. That is quite something. Super Meat Boy 3D demo is out. I've seen the demo gameplay somewhere on YouTube. It looks pretty good. I'm very excited for it. Because it's developed by the people that made Ben and Ed franchise. Which is one of my favorite ARG games ever made. With the bend round and such. So I'm really hyped to see if they will put any sort of ARG or something into the Meat Boy game. But also in general, I'm just excited to see what they will do with the IP. Because I think it has definitely potential. And it's nice that the studio decided to give the rights to some third party to do something with it. Would be quite nice, I think. The turtle has connected. Hello, Kepo. Hello, hello. Welcome to the yet another jigsaw assembly. Your help will be greatly appreciated. Holy moly, this music goes so hard. It is quite something. I gotta go, Biscuit. Thank you for the drawing and have fun with the puzzle. Alrighty, Demaru. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm gonna see you around. Remember you the real art? Oh my goodness. I think the NPCs from Passpartout would disagree. They wouldn't even buy me as a VTuber probably. They were so mean to me today. What the heck was going on over there? But oh well. I think we got pretty much like maybe 80% of the corners sorted out. This will be quite something. Okay, I'm gonna start to slowly assemble these corners and hopefully I can make some progress here. This song goes hard as well. In fact, this song in particular kind of reminds me of Doom. Holy moly, that is quite something. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. I'm kind of trying to assemble first these particular like lighter colored one pieces because there is only few of those. So it should hopefully make some sense. The rest of the picture that I think might be challenging. The one where there is only this color remaining. But yeah, usually when I'm doing anniversary streams and such, I tend to do like demos and such. But this year I decided to switch it up a little. So hopefully Jigsaws and painting was a nice change of pace. To be honest, the main reason why I wanted to do Passpartout is because my VTuber friends have been playing Passpartout in recent times, and I figured since I was watching them stream it and they draw Biscuit as well, I figured why not do a stream and draw them as well. Even though I'm not an artist, but I think it came out well. I'm happy with it. But you know what? This music that I picked definitely goes hard. I see the assembly of the actual biscuit over here. Let's go. You did that? Let's go. Biscuit. I just found the talking cookie puzzle piece. I'm gonna put it next to the biscuit's face. I think you are guys right. We should maybe focus on the easier ones first. do some sorting as well. Makes sense. Man, this music definitely kicks ass. I'm gonna have to use this music eventually for some other stuff as well. Since it's copyright free and it's exactly my type of music style, I think I should definitely use it more often. Whenever I stream games that don't really have any particularly impressive background music, maybe. Could be. Also, since we are doing this, I guess I could kind of tell you guys what I'm planning for 2026. I'm planning not much, to be honest. I'm gonna be focusing on the Temtem Let's Play, trying to do the 100% completion there. At least as far as achievements go. I'm also gonna be playing another Wallace and Gromit game, because I wanna slowly get through the whole franchise. And I think the one after the Were Rabbit game is called Project Zoo, so I think that's what I'm gonna be playing somewhat soon. Pretty hyped for that. But yeah, I also wanna do more retro games, because we haven't really played much typical retro stuff in recent times. I did some retro collabs, but I didn't really do any like retro completionist Let's Play series. I might try to do something like the Pac-Man World or something. And see where that takes us. I also still need to do the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy, because 3 years ago I streamed the PlayStation 1 trilogy. And I remember during that Let's Play series I mentioned a bunch of times that I do eventually wanna do the Insane trilogy as well. But it just keeps getting postponed for some reason. So maybe this year finally I can jump into it and actually do it. I've been putting it off for a very long time, and I also maybe wanna do a Let's Play series of a game called Golftopia, which is like a game where you build your own golf courses and manage sort of your golf establishment, which might sound boring by my description, but it's actually a pretty fun and entertaining management game. It's not very well known, it's kind of low-key indie, but I think it would be a nice, probably short Let's Play series. I remember I played it for a little bit before I became the streamer. And I always wanted to eventually stream it. But it's another one of those games that I just kept pushing and pushing. So I might wanna do that this year. And other than that, I don't know. I have some other games prepared in my library. Definitely wanna do more collabs as well. But we will see. I don't see any more corners in the big pile. Which means we should be slowly reaching the finish line here. With the border anyways. That one was an easy pair to make, I would say. That song that was just now playing reminded me of Industrial Revolution and its consequences. Holy moly. But yeah, another game that I might do this year is Poker Night 2. Because that's once again, I streamed Poker Night 1 roughly 3 years ago when I started streaming. And I remember promising that I would do the sequel too. But it's been 3 years and I still haven't done it, so I might finally do that as well. I don't know why I always take so long to come back to stuff. There is so many new games all the time, it's kind of hard to go back and play our older one, I suppose. But that's alright. I also purchased a game which I don't know when I will play. But it's similar to the Sticky Business, except instead of customers ordering stickers, they are ordering burgers. But it has a Twitch chat connection, which means in that game, the chat can be the customers ordering the burgers. Which I think could be quite fun. And it would kind of replace the Sticky Business niche of having some sort of a community game. Because I haven't really played Sticky Business in a very long time. They haven't really released any new updates for it, so I'm not sure if I will be revisiting, because we are, as far as achievements go, completely done with that game. So it would be kind of redundant to keep playing it. I do enjoy it though, it's a really cozy game. There is some massive progress with the border happening right now, mainly thanks to Kepo. Kepo just has a really good way of seeing the connections. I am always impressed how fast Kepo is able to do these connections. Like, look at, do you see that? Kepo is the green mouse, by the way. Meanwhile, I'm over here struggling with one connection. It truly be like that sometimes. But yeah, I don't know how long this puzzle will take, but if we do have some free time, I might boot up another puzzle, but a much smaller one. Like maybe 200 piece only. We will see. It's either gonna be just this one or maybe one tiny one after, because I have some other pictures that could work. but we will see. Mainly thinking about doing the wolf, the big wolf art piece. But yeah, hopefully this time we don't lose some piece in the void, because when we did the Christmas special, we completely lost like 4 pieces out of bounds or something. I still have nightmares about that, holy moly. Okay, I see some unique shapes. That works, that works. That also works, nice. I think this particular song is pretty heavily industrial for some reason. I like it too. I think an industrial metal is pretty underrated. It's like one of my favorite instrumental genres. It blends well the electronic vibe with the metal vibe and such. I think it's nice. Probably not everyone's cup of tea too. I am so lost in these corner pieces. I think mainly the darker colors will be probably at the bottom, maybe. It's kind of hard to see, but there is like multiple shades of the same color. I do love this art piece too. I'm happy I commissioned it to like 1 year ago roughly. Definitely was worth it. And this game feels so much better when there is no lag. I remember when we did the Christmas 5000 piece puzzle, it was so laggy. You could do like 1 click per second or something. Sometimes not even that. So much smoother, holy moly. Perfect. Okay, this song reminds me of Korn. For some reason. Which I do love, by the way, Korn. Korn is like my top #1 band. And the lead singer, Jonathan Davis, is definitely my top #1 singer. Something about their particular music style just speaks to me. The bass distortion and such. It's just nice. Holy moly, we got it. We almost got it. This is actually huge. This is gonna help us so much. Holy moly, we did it. We have the entire border solved. 10 out of 10. I think I'm gonna move the border down here. I'm gonna see if maybe I can find some other pieces. Probably not though. We should probably focus on the VTuber and Wolf. This seems like a chill song. Goes also pretty hard though. Surprised those two pieces don't go together. I thought for sure they would. Alrighty then, alrighty then. It's beginning to take shape. Like the carpenter's thing. I assume all these white stripes will be connected somehow to the talking cookie. So I'm gonna put those over there. Yes, I was correct. Let's go. Wasn't too hard to guess, I suppose. I am a little confused about this wolf though. I could look at the picture, but that would be cheating. Just gonna try to do it blind. Whenever I do puzzles in real life, I usually do them blind as well. Always put the box away so that I cannot see it. I suppose it's all just different legs and paws. And I think there might be also a tail, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Look at this face of the wolf though, look how adorable it is. This is such a cute dog. Such a cute wolf. Tail might be the connected stuff at the 5 circle. Yeah, I was thinking this kind of looked like a tail. Which would mean this would be somewhere on this side, underneath the cookie, I think. Okay, this one connects, nice. I think we got this in the bag too, it's only a matter of time. As per usual. I am still surprised at the level of quality that this game has, despite being free. They actually put a lot of effort into it. I feel like a lot of people would probably like mainly just a lot of various corporations would probably charge money for a puzzle game that has online support as well as custom picture support. That is really surprising to see for free, you know. But I suppose you kind of have to make it free when you want to have people playing with their friends and such. I assume that's probably the main reason why it's available like this. Who knows, man? Maybe the developer was just really big fan of Jigsaws and he wanted to play online and decided to make it free. If I knew how to make games, I would probably make some free games as well. Seems like fun. Okay, we have a pole. And we have the base of another pole. Welcome back, Bonnie. Hello, hello. Why does this sound like Terraria music? I'm not sure which song from Terraria you are referencing, but I think I can hear the influence. Terraria has some bangers for sure. Okay, that is definitely the tail, now that I'm looking at it. For sure a tail. Okay, that's what goes there. I feel like we are missing some fluff, but I don't see the fluff anywhere. So who knows? Oh, this goes there. Well, that explains it. I think this one will be somewhere down here, probably. This is a very interesting song right now. I like it, I like it. Well, what do we think? Can we do this? I think we can. Also, this paw is now the longest paw. Okay, finding that piece was pretty helpful. Kind of losing track of what to yap about. I already discussed everything I wanted to discuss on the 3rd anniversary. I think my favorite game that I streamed is still gonna be Inscription. But Bugsnax close second for sure. Because Bugsnax is just so adorable. But yeah, hello Lillian, thank you for the raid. You did a pretty short stream. I feel a little sick, gonna go to bed. Alrighty, that's okay. Have a wonderful rest. I hope you get well soon. Sorry to hear that is unfortunate. But yeah, also hello Kuhaku, hello. And also hello Hipaku, hello, and also hello Osanjo, hello. I see more jigsaw puzzle, indeed. We are currently assembling the picture to celebrate the 3-year anniversary of the channel. Have a nice time, everyone. Thank you, Lillian. You have a wonderful rest. I hope you get well soon. Holy moly. That is a new way to say my name. I said Hippuka. Maybe I got bamboozled though. Biscuit, what is a gay voice? That's a good question. It's a voice that isn't straight. Holy moly, mind-blowing. I know, it's absolutely shocking news. You clearly said something else. Maybe I misread it, I don't know. That makes about 9-10 different ways to say my name. Now I am more confused than before. Oh no. I think a gay voice is the opposite of a straight voice, but it's like halfway to being a bisexual voice. How about that? That's the definition of the gay voice. According to Gay Bit Biscuit, and I should know because I have gay in my name. What is a straight voice? I don't think they have a definition for that one, unfortunately. So we are left bamboozled. We are left bamboozled. I guess you could say we are puzzled. Holy moly. We are jigging the sauce with this one. We do be puzzled. The sauce are absolutely getting jigged. I'm trying to assemble these legs, but holy moly. It's surprisingly harder than I expected. I'm sure we can get there too. What is up, fellow jigging? Indeed, indeed. Jig the sauce all the way. To define a straight voice, we first must define what is a voice. A voice is a series of vibrations that create a sound which can be manipulated and articulated to create words and communicate. I'm gonna say true, true, definitely true. Also, if anyone wants to join the Jigsaws, the game is available for free on Steam. And you can join with the pinned link. It works, it doesn't lag, because today we are only doing 576 piece puzzle, which means it's more stable. And we are getting somewhere, that's for sure. Holy moly, I'm looking at these puzzle pieces. I go to bed now, alrighty, Osa Angel, alrighty. You reminded me to get ready soon. Holy moly. Hippoka. Don't forget to get ready soon. This is the reminder. And also JR Blaze, thank you for the affiliate wishes. Sleep well, Osa Angel, indeed. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest with some satisfying restoration of energy levels. It's 2 AM. Holy moly. You gotta do that thing we do. The thing. We all know the thing. that happens to be done. Indeed, indeed. Holy moly. We are getting raided. This time by you writing. Holy moly, holy moly. Hello, you writing. Also, you writing, if you like Jigsaws, you can come join us. The game is for free. And the way to join is in the pinned message. It is pretty fun, but also if you need to raid and run, that's also perfectly fine. Thank you so much for the raid, it really means a lot. Hello, hello. Always nice to see you. You do need to dinner, that's completely understandable. I had some pretty good dinner today. For the first time in my life, I tried to make homemade curry with pasta. And it actually turned out pretty well. I was so proud of it, because I never ever in my life done anything related to curry. I didn't even know how to do it properly, I had to look up a guide, but it turned out really well. Somehow I didn't even overcook the pasta by accident, so that's always nice. Makes the dish even better. I was very happy with the result. Now I'm getting hungry just thinking about it, but I already ate it all, there is no more left. I might have to do it again someday soon. Okay, well, the biscuit is taking shape. Also, look at this cute wolf. That's the most adorable wolf. Holy moly. That's a good boy right there. Okay. I think these two legs definitely will be in the front, but they cannot be connected quite yet. Which would automatically mean that this must go somewhere here. Perfect. I think the tail will be big here as well, but probably like somewhere there. Something like this. Seems like he likes to be told that he's a good boy indeed. He is very pleased. I like the little teeth. They are so adorable. I know the teeth placement is not lore accurate because real wolves don't have them like this on the side. But I specifically wanted them to be like this because it just looks cute, you know. Might as well make the fictional VTuber have a fictional wolf that's not lore accurate. Why not, you know, why not? Freedom of expression and such. The artist did really good job with my instructions. Which, by the way, if you are curious about who made this art, it should be written somewhere in here. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. I thought for sure it was exclamation mark credits. Maybe it's something else. I don't remember my own commands. This is not good. Okay, if I just do ! software, that also doesn't work. Maybe my commands are broken. You know what? It's the only explanation. The easiest way would be to just do a quick Google search. There we go. Reddits. He is at the bottom of the list. The person I'm talking about. Raven. He did amazing work with all the wolf-related art. I also got the emotes with the wolf from Raven as well. Such as this one. Truly heavily talented artist. Alright, well, we are getting there. I wonder if we can already put it into the picture, but probably not. It's probably gonna take a bit longer before we can put it there. I think this goes here. Let's go. This goes definitely down here. Kepo actually managed to connect it to the bigger picture. Let's go. We now have a biscuit and the wolf inside of the frame where they belong. I guess the next step would be to do the black wings and such. I didn't think it was time yet, so I didn't try. Good eyes, yo. I also didn't expect it to work. Somehow it worked. Okay, here is what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna send every piece I can find that isn't a background into circle number 2 so that we can start putting together the wings and the claws and the such. That should be good to go. This is a wolf piece, this is a wolf piece. That's another thing I like about this game, that there is a shortcut to just teleport pieces where they need to be. It's a very small detail, but it definitely helps save time big time. Okay, with these pieces over here we can probably do some magic. So far so good. This song that's currently playing reminds me of Cyberpunk for some reason. Especially the Cyberpunk trailer that came out years ago. It's the one from the memes. When Keanu Reeves says, "I'm gonna come," and then the music starts playing. Those were some good memes. I kind of miss those days. Excuse my cough. Alright, the wolf is completely assembled, no missing pieces. That's nice. I have no idea where this will go. Surprisingly difficult to assemble my wings. They don't really have any specific pattern. They are meant to simulate ink splatter. That's like frozen mid-air. At least that's what I was going for when I was making my VTuber. I could also tell you the lore reason why I chose these specific wings instead of normal ones. Because the reason is actually pretty simple. I wanted them to look as vulnerable as possible. I didn't want them to feel like they are guaranteed to be there. Which was a decision I decided to do because I, at the time, wanted the VTuber to look somewhat like an actual fairy type character. And the one thing that fairies do have is wings that look very fragile. But at the same time, since I am a male, I didn't just wanna put a fairy wings on him. So I was thinking what else would look fragile and would fit sort of like a male VTuber type of situation. And I figured ink wings kind of fit, you know. Plus they are also sort of unique, I would say, because you don't really see this type of wing on many VTubers. Usually VTubers use the usual wings, not these this type. And I think it suits my VTuber since the black clothing and such, it like even further makes it feel like some sort of a emo gothic character from some Tim Burton movie or something, I don't know. That was what I was going for. So it's ink, it is ink indeed. I also originally, this is another fun fact, originally when I put this VTuber together, these little badges weren't there. But as I was looking at him, I was saying to myself, okay, does this guy fit the name Gabit Biscuit? And I kind of realized there is not much gay about him. So one of the very last things that I added to this VTuber were these safe space badges with the rainbow and such. And that's why I have those. You don't even see them when I'm doing a let's play because my hands are usually under the screen, but sometimes when you see my hand move, because it sometimes bugs, you can kind of see the hint of it there. So yeah, that's like one of the very last additions I ever put on this VTuber. And I'm quite happy with that. It definitely came well together. It is also good to be said that most of these, like 90% of this VTuber is from random assets that I was able to find that were like available copyright free. And all I did with them was basically change the color scheme and such. And basically customized those free to use assets to serve whatever I wanted to do. And I think it kind of works out, especially when you compare it to my original model that only had like a very basic hoodie and very basic pants and not much else. I'm very happy with it. I don't think I will ever change my VTuber model any further. I might do some sort of a update in terms of maybe hair physics or something. But I think I'm gonna keep this design for a very long time. Because currently I'm happy with it and I don't see anything I would want to change. I think it fits my personality pretty well. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. But I am happy with it. Some of these don't fit anywhere, which is kind of confusing me a little bit. Okay, give me a second, I'm gonna sip something. There we go. I chugged the whole bottle almost. Holy moly. Half a bottle down. It do be coming together. Also, hello there, Bloody Master. Thank you for the affiliate wishes. I hope you are doing well today. It's nice to see you. Holy moly, this song goes so hard. Maybe I shouldn't have picked metal music for this stream because I keep headbanging instead of jigsawing. It's just too good. Where does this go? No idea. These two pieces absolutely bamboozle me. There is some ink over here, I'm gonna yoink it. Perfect. Is there some ink over here as well? Perfect. I think this might be ink as well. Kind of a weird placement for it. Somewhere up here. I don't see where this would go. Just gonna leave it here then. Ain't it just the wood? That would be a funny gif to see someone headbanging while assembling the jigsaw. Actually, a really funny mood. Ooh, there is an outline. I don't think this is ink. I think this will be a part of something else. But then again, I don't know where it would go. I was mistaken, it was indeed part of the wings. Color me surprised. Alrighty then. I finally found the place for that one. Look at that. Slowly and surely it's all coming together. These two pieces still confuse me though. What a cutie. Holy moly, it's the blushing attack. It's the blushing attack. But now, the cutie is the wolf. Look at the wolf. That's the cutie right there. Let me put this somewhere here. There we go. I really need to zoom all the way in to notice the little black pieces. There is like a little pixel of black, so it must be connected somewhere. I just know it. Maybe it's somewhere further down. Actually, it goes there. Very well. We definitely jigging the sauce. Also, I know it's just January. But guys, I am already making a jigsaw picture for Halloween. With all kinds of Halloween related memes. I'm so hyped. It's gonna be another jigsaw, but it's gonna be like around 3,000 pieces, I think. 3,000 piece jigsaw. I'm making like I think it's 3,000 by 3,000 pixels huge collage of various memes and such. Slowly and surely chipping away at it every day. Decided to start early because it's better to have it prepared than to quickly put it together and do not as good of a job with it, you know. But I am so hyped. I really hope it's gonna be a peak when October comes. If we are still here, of course. Who knows what will happen. In this economy, indeed, indeed. Which reminds me, holy moly guys. A year ago, roughly a year ago, I bought 2 sticks of RAM for my computer to expand it because I had 2 empty slots. I don't wanna do calculations of how much they cost in currency, but in my currency, let's just say they cost 1,000 of my currency roughly. And when you look them up now, that price quadrupled. They now cost over 4,000 of my currency. So I got so freaking lucky that I bought it before the prices spiked. Because I couldn't afford it now, that's for sure. That was really... I don't think anyone expected the prices of RAM to go so high up. I got really lucky that I grabbed it when I could. Seems like roughly 40 euros. Yeah, that seems right, that seems right. Around 40 euros. They were, I would say, on the cheap side. They are pretty good though for that price, but now they cost over quadruple of that, which is bonkers, absolutely bonkers. You are glad your computer finished exploding before the hike. I even read that a lot of small businesses that deal with computer repairs, computer resales and such are now bankrupting Because even those shops don't have access to cheap RAM. It's just completely going bonkers. And apparently it's not gonna get any better anytime soon, because the shortage might last for quite some time. I heard lots of people that get some money by building custom PCs and fixing and refurbishing stuff are having to ditch out because nobody can pay those prices anymore. Yeah, that's what I heard as well, and I also heard that people buy broken computers from internet only to strip them of the RAM and resell the RAM for a higher price than the whole computer cost. Which is also bonkers to me. And nobody expected it happening. Everyone assumed it would be only GPUs that would be getting these price spikes. But in the end, you can get GPU a lot cheaper than the RAM now. Also, the music stopped. I should probably reboot it. There we go. That was the end of the compilation. Might as well keep it rolling because I don't wanna be looking up for a new one. This one is good vibe. Where the heck does this piece go? Maybe. I have no idea. I'm just gonna drop it there. Let's zoom in and see if we can find more bits and pieces of the black. There we go, there is one. There's another one. But yeah, I'm happy I got lucky with the RAM sticks before this all spiked. Because that was a huge help for my VTubing software. I kept running into the issue where there was not enough memory. Which is now completely fixed. I haven't had the error ever since I installed those new ones. The RAM you bought is in hundreds now. Got it for 45. We do be living in quite the time period where almost every year the prices of various random items spike like crazy. Inflation was always a thing, but not this rapid, I would say. It keeps speeding up every year. It's absolutely bonkers. I'm definitely thinking by the time I am like 60 years old, the prices of everything will be so high. That everyone will be just carrying 100 bills probably. No room for small currency anymore. One piece of bubblegum, that will be $50. I still think this piece must go somewhere, because it has that little bit of black in it. I don't see any connection. Actually, there we go. This one doesn't have anything. This one has a little black. Perfect. We will see, I suppose. I think it's a really good thing that this particular background is going into brighter colors from the borders. If it was one solid color, I would probably not be able to assemble it in any good time. This feels doable though. I think we can manage. Also, holy moly, my country is currently suffering from cold wave. And I have very old front door that's made of wood. And the door freaking expanded. And you have to kick it open because it doesn't budge otherwise. It's absolutely bonkers. Sometimes even when you kick it, it doesn't want to open. It's so freaking bonkers. So I might need to buy a new door. I'm gonna wait after the winter ends properly too, because who knows, who knows. Ice everywhere. My country usually doesn't get these types of cold waves. We do get like snow and such, but only a little bit, and it usually melts during the day. It only stays during the night. This year it's absolutely bonkers. You are getting tired, Vonix? Might sleep now. Alrighty, alrighty. Maybe I should have gone for a smaller size, but then again, we've been in this game for an hour and it's already 55%. I know we only have the hard parts left, but I think we might be able to finish it in like an hour and a half, roughly, maybe. Something like that. I do think we can make something for sure. You might sleep? Alrighty, alrighty. Good night, Vonix. And remember what happened in September. That's a reference you will probably not understand, but that's alright. That's a reference, that's a deep cut reference. You know, the real villain was the sea monster all along. That's a reference you will understand. He was the sea monster. Holy moly, I cannot find anything that fits. Okay, that goes there. Perfect. I'm so freaking hyped, by the way, for Yakuza Kiwami 3. I'm not gonna be streaming it, but I'm gonna be playing the heck out of it. Those games are too hard to stream, because if you are a completionist like me, it's a massive time investment to get 100% completion in a Yakuza game, which would eat up pretty much, maybe even like my whole year of streams. So I'm just gonna play that game in my free time. I am heavily hyped though, it looks like it's gonna be fun. I know there is some controversy with it. I haven't looked too much into it. And frankly, I don't care because I love the franchise. Even if the lead developer killed someone or I don't know what, I would still play the game. Some game franchises are just too good to abandon because of some random, you know, random stuff happening. I thought for sure the border was complete, but now it's missing a one piece on my screen and I don't know why. I'm like 99% sure the border was full. Why is there a missing piece? I don't get it. Where did it go? Oh, it's up here. What the heck? When I grab this piece up here, it moves the whole puzzle. What the heck? Do you guys see this? What the heck? That's some goofy magic. It do be haunted. I hope it fixes itself. I hope it doesn't result in the freaking missing piece. That would be unfortunate. Maybe it's on my site only too, maybe it's not on everyone's. Could be just my visual bug. Who knows? I'm still getting confused by this piece, oh my god. Sometimes the pieces vibrate violently, I also don't know why. Maybe they are cold. Holy moly. Actually, you know what, guys? I just had a cool idea. I'm gonna pause the music for a little bit. I'm gonna play you guys one of my favorite songs. From a video game, which I assume I can play without worrying about it being, you know, copyrighted because it's from a video game. Okay, let me find it real quick. Instrumentals, it should be somewhere here. I don't think it's this one. Let's see. I don't remember the name of it, but I keep listening to it. Oh yeah, this is the one. It's called Blank Shell. Oh yeah, you will not see it because I need to do some stuff. Okay, that's all right. I need to first enable it in the Twitch. Let me change the game audio. It's a very short song, but I absolutely adore it. There we go. It's playing. So yeah, that's the song. I cannot really explain why I like it, but it's really speaking to me, you know. Ever since I heard it for the first time, something about it is just really freaking good vibe. And also, since I already opened this, why don't we listen to another good song? Those of you who know this one, it's basically like a remixed version of the In the Halls of the Mountain King, which is a classical piece that I absolutely love. But this metal version of it comes from a game called The End is Nigh. And it's a really good vibe. By Evert Creek, yes indeed, that's the original. I don't know, it's just a good vibe. Once again, hard to explain why I like it, but I just do, you know? Sometimes I literally just put this song into a loop and I listen to it for an hour. Don't know why, but it just relaxes me, I suppose. Sometimes it be like that. I'm gonna save that link and listen to it after the stream. Because I assume this one might be copyrighted to whoever made the cover. But if it's a similar vibe, I will definitely enjoy it, that's for sure. Also, this version of the In the Hall of the Mountain King is by Ridiculon, which is most famous for his work on various songs in The Binding of Isaac. So that's always cool. I also have a bunch of Binding of Isaac songs in my playlist. They do go hard, but you know what else goes hard? The freaking Grim Troop. His song right here, absolute cinema, 10 out of 10. Absolute freaking cinema, holy moly. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. But yeah, I'm gonna probably close this because I don't wanna accidentally get a song that's copyrighted. Even though 90% of this playlist is just video game music, but you never know. So let's go back to the guaranteed copyright free music. Let me just change the source. There we go, it should kick back in. Just a short little break to appreciate some good music. World and Valentine from Omori also goes hard. I'm gonna have to check that one out. I haven't played Omori, but that does sound intriguing. Actually, let me copy both of your messages and paste them into my boyfriend chat. There we go. That way I will remember to look into it. He will be so confused, like, why am I sending him a DM from Twitch chat? Oh well. I'll explain later. There are some weird visual bugs. When someone disconnects, I just noticed. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna reboot the server. I don't know what just happened, but that's not what I wanted. Why is it suddenly saying 0%? Something must have broken. 0% of 374 pieces. That's wrong. Let me disconnect. I think the puzzle broke, guys. I think the puzzle broke. The part that is still missing is the worst kind of jigsaw for me. That's understandable. You managed to stay longer than expected, but really got a rest. I think when you disconnected... for some unspeakable reason, the puzzle got broken, the top half disappeared. And when I tried to reboot it, the puzzle shrank down. So I have no idea what just happened. You always press sort and arrange the pieces before working. That's partly because I have major problems visualizing how the pieces will look when turned around. Why did it bug out? I'm gonna try to reboot the game, maybe that will fix it. Yeah, it now says 0% of 374. I have no idea why, but it completely bugged out. And I'm pretty sure there will be some pieces missing because look, I see a lot of this color, but I don't see the missing biscuit anywhere. Like my face, for example, I don't see my face. Maybe it's in these broken pieces, but still, this is heavily annoying. And also the missing top section corners also seem to have disappeared completely. I can try to share the link, but it seems to be completely borked, so I might have to give up on doing this puzzle, because not only did it shrink down, it's also now only a half of it, the top half disappeared. So I guess we will end prematurely. It was still a pretty good anniversary stream though. We did some painting, we did some jigsawing. Unfortunately, we didn't finish the jigsaw. But that happened. That happened. I guess what I could do is delete this since it's broken, create new, and I'm gonna do like the tiniest 169 pieces just so that you guys get to see it assembled, because I did wanna assemble it at least somewhat. There is the new link, I'm gonna pin it. That way you guys get to see at least the finished piece. No idea why it broke, but not much I can do about it. It just be like that sometimes. And I think 169 we should be able to assemble probably. You and the wolf just valued your private space from the border. You know what? That's probably it. We decided to just leave this place. But also, hello, Jack the Demon. I don't know if I responded to your message. Are you winning? We are losing hard. We got completely bugged out and I had to reboot, but now it's smaller. So hopefully we manage. We'll have to rebuild the biscuit, but that's alright. Actually, you know what? Let me do it even smaller. Let's do like 10 by 10. That should be exactly 100. I pressed the wrong button. That happens, that happens. 10 by 10, there we go. I should be able to solo this in like 15 minutes maybe. Or if someone wants to join and help me, feel free to do so. We will head out for day. Alrighty, Kepo. Thank you so much for stopping by and for taking part in the painting of a turtle and jigsawing. Thank you, thank you. And I wish you a wonderful rest. Absolutely ditch and have a 8-hour work starting in just over 9 hours. Holy moly. That's not good. Well, I do hope your energy levels get restored. That's for sure. I think I'm gonna focus on flipping everything over so that I can see all the pictures and such. And then I'm gonna start doing the border probably. Okay, that should be good. I think this is manageable. Okay, let me put number 1 circle here and let me send all border pieces over there. Seems to be working fine. I think this should be a lot easier since it's a lot less pieces in total. But we will see. Let's get into it. This song that's currently playing also goes pretty hard, not gonna lie. If I didn't need to worry about copyright and such, I would put on my favorite playlist and just play that. Which, by the way, you can see my favorite playlist in one of the services that I am using. I think I have like a personal top 10 songs listed on there. If you are curious, the link is right here. You know what, I changed my mind. Let's assemble the biscuit first. That should be quite easy to do. Already coming together. I think this will go here. It's the only way. Perfect. This will be the hand that's in the air. I will in any case have to research the reason why it broke in the way that it did and figure out a way to prevent that from happening when we eventually do the Halloween stream. Because if it happens with a small puzzle, then oh well, you can always start fresh, but the one I intend to do will be like probably 3000 piece, and if it broke like that in there, I would probably lose my marbles. That's for sure. After like a 6-hour long stream, it breaks down. Holy moly, that would be quite something. I hope I can figure out how to prevent it. I do think I know what maybe caused it, but I'm not too sure. I think the reason why it did that is because I rebooted the puzzle when it bugged out without saving it first. I relied on the autosave to do its job. But the autosave saved it incorrectly for some reason. And I think that might be the reason why. Or maybe I rebooted it at the exact moment it was autosaving, which would explain why only half of the puzzle was visible. Maybe it didn't get to save the whole picture, so it rendered only the lower half. And that's why the amount of pieces shrank as well. Definitely a weird bug, but what can you do? What can you do? Sometimes it be like that. We are already at 40%. We are definitely getting there. Surprise that went there. The good news is we have some pretty chill music to listen to. That's nice. I think that's basically finished now. And because we know this goes here, I can basically try to attach all this stuff directly to it. Don't know about that last one though. Would be funny if that went there, but instead it goes here, and we now see how small the border is in comparison to the previous attempt. From the looks of it, I definitely think we will get this. We are already at 50%, so should be fine. Why don't I quickly assemble the dark corners? Those should be relatively easy since there is only 12 of them. Yeah, there is only 12 of them. One of them I don't see though, it's up here. There we go. The one down here is this one. This is too soon. Cannot quite put the other ones in place yet, but that's okay. This will be there. Not too sure where this will be. You also realize this piece isn't a corner. I don't know how I got this one here. But oh well. I think I should definitely utilize these ones because there is only one place they can go, which is directly to one of the other ones due to the dark shade. There is the top of my head. Not quite sure where that will connect. I am getting close though. Yeah, this will go here for sure. There you go. One piece of the puzzle is sorted. This has to go somewhere. I think maybe this goes here. Which means this would be here, which means this is only possible over there. And just like that, we completed the border. I think the rest will be easy enough. But yeah, I do love this game. I really hope I can figure out a way to fix it. Because I do wanna play it some more in the future. I guess I could look for some alternative, but I doubt there will be any free alternative that can be used as a community game. And then it kind of loses the purpose, you know. Cannot I find... There we go. Only few more to go. And I think that will be the end of the anniversary stream. So I do hope you enjoyed my art skills. And I do hope you enjoyed my jigsaw skills. Both of which I'm not really good at, but I figured it would be a nice way to celebrate such a nice milestone. I will also put this entire VOD on YouTube for archival purposes. So if you are watching on YouTube, hello, thank you so much for watching. I just hit the YouTube milestone of 200 subscribers, so thank you very much. And I do really appreciate it. I am very happy to see that some of my older videos on YouTube are doing pretty well. I didn't really expect YouTube to pull in many views, but some of my Let's Play series definitely attract people, such as the Inscription, and mainly a lot of the modded content seems to attract viewers, so I might do some more modded games in the future, because those seem to be pretty popular on YouTube at the moment. But yeah, we did it, we assembled the biscuit. Sadly, it was only a 100-piece puzzle in the end, but not much we can do about it bugging out, you know. Look how tiny it is, holy moly. But yeah, I'm very happy with how this art piece turned out. Thank you again, Raven, if you end up watching this, for making this. Such a beautiful, beautiful art piece. But yeah, that will be it for today. So, let me quit out of it. Let me switch over here. I'm gonna close the other music and I'm gonna figure out who to rate. But yeah, thank you so much everyone who stopped by and participated, and thank you also to the people that are watching on YouTube and such. It really, really means a lot. I wouldn't be here, you know, if it wasn't for the viewers. So thank you for the lovely 3 years of streaming. And until next time, bye bye.